care about your body. You have one body. Treat it well. People, what is the situation? Obesity is real. A real problem in most Western nations. This is not a fat shaming video because, I don't know. What are we going to talk about today? It's a harsh subject, though. This is a harsh subject. This is a subject that's, well, we're gonna try to lighten it up, but this is a subject. It's about life. God. See, I told you, I use that sometimes. God has given us one life that we're sure of, the life that we're in right now, and God has given us one body that we're aware of, one body that we live in, the entire time. Amazing. One body. Amazing. Really amazing. My body's not perfect. It hurts a lot. I mean, I'm very active. You have this one amazing body that works for you your entire life. Hopefully it works for you without too much problems like, disease and whatnot. COVID changed that a little bit. But in the moment, you have this one amazing body, and you just gotta last you the lifetime. It is the most important thing, actually. It's your most important task. So if you have this one body, and you find yourself being 200, 300, 400, 600 pounds, it's a problem. What is the problem? Well, we're going to talk about it. I wonder, did they forget that they have this one body that has to last a lifetime? And that obesity has been proven. It's not guesswork. It's been proven to shorten your life. It's been proven to cause diseases. Lots of them. Hypertension, congestive heart failure. You can get that when you're thin too. I mean, part of that's genetics. But all of these things are greatly exacerbated by being grossly overweight. So what is it about a society who's having this problem? They say it's the food. I agree. There's a lot of unhealthy food to eat. But does that mean you have to eat it? Does that mean you should eat it? Why do you eat it? So don't get me wrong, I eat burgers, French fries, pizza. Not anymore. I love pizza, but I can't eat it anymore. There's galore junk food that we can eat. In every country, by the way, there's something unhealthy that they can eat. An exorbitant amount of people. What is the situation? So I eat out of necessity. I don't really eat because it tastes good. I don't really eat out of boredom. I don't eat because I'm stressed or depressed. I eat because my body needs fuel, and if I don't eat, my tummy hurts. They say I'm an exception, but it's training from when you were little. So from when you were little, you should have understood that food is a necessity. Like you need to drink water, you need to eat food. 3 meals. Those meals are likely to include, I missed the "lee" part, likely to include a lot of calories. I guess people just don't pay attention. I pay attention. I go to McDonald's and I'm like, yeah, I can't have 2 of those. So I can't have a burger and French fries. And if I do, I need to burn it off somehow. How am I going to burn it off? I might go to the gym, I might go biking, skating, walking, or I know that the next day I'm not going to eat as many calories because I ate 2 days of calories in 1 day. Because guess what? I only have one body. One. And if I don't treat it right, it's not going to treat me right. It's not going to be a shell that my soul can live in comfortably. I'm having all kind of spaghetti. Spaghetti, salad, whatever. See, actually, if you're fat, you say spaghetti. But if you're not, you say salad. Like salad mouth or whatever. Yeah, I know. I shouldn't have said it, but look, this is my channel. I can say what I need to say effectively and entertainingly. It's entertainment, partly. It is a problem. It is a problem. I walk in the street and I'm like, I have never seen. I mean, I literally sometimes sit just to see if I'm imagining things and count fat people. And I'm counting and I'm counting, I might count like 8 fat people in a row, 1 skinny, or 1 not fat, which means that you could be thick to skinny, but not like gordo, Anyway, I count them. And it's no joke. I mean, because I used to think all this, because, I'm from New York. It's really hard to stay fat in New York because you walk everywhere. I mean, it's work. Coming out of New York, this of course is 20 years ago. It's gotten way worse since then. But obesity. I'm like, I don't know what they're talking about. I don't really know any fat people. Don't become something that I notice or that I engage with. And then one day I looked and I was like, OMG. There are a lot of fat people walking around. I mean, a lot. I mean, I would say 70% of the people you see walking around are fat. Can't hardly walk or run fat. Fat. Can't fit in their clothes fat. I go to the store to buy underwear at Walmart. Not something that I do often, but I was traveling and I was like, you know what? I just need to buy some underwear. I'm not going to have time to go with my storage and get stuff or go, I needed to buy underwear. I don't need to tell you why. Anyway, I need to buy underwear. I go into Walmart, nothing under, no size 5, nothing under like a size an 8. Like, I didn't even know underwear came in 13. Couldn't find any. None. No underwear for a small person. None. Couldn't find any underwear. So I thought they were just out. Because it happens. A lot of times when I go to buy stuff, small is the first thing that seems to be going because everybody's so fat now, they have just a small amount of small of anything. So I was like, I wasn't even thinking about it that deep. I was just thinking, they're just sold out. They had a run on Walmart. So I went somewhere else. No 5s. No smalls. Nunca. Have I ever gone through this before? Nunca. Never. I've never gone to buy underwear and could not find underwear in my size. Okay? So then I had to default to like Forever 21 and Victoria's. And even then it was kind of a squeeze. I was like, where are the small underwears? They had like 2 drawers. Well, my down there doesn't count. Like, I can't find underwear because I'm competing with the rest of the world, which is just some underwear, size 13. Anyway, they weren't paying attention, and they didn't really know. Do you know a size 13 underwear is huge? She wanted to give me the underwear, and I used it to wipe down my car. Those underwear, that's how big they were. But they're not like a small section in the underwear section. They're like a significant amount of people. There's all this body positive going on for unhealthy body weight. Doesn't mean you're unattractive. That's not what we're talking about. You're talking about have a shorter lifespan because God only gave you one body. So you do realize if you stay extremely heavy for a long time, your heart is straining. So if you don't die of a heart attack or a stroke, you're going to have problems with your knees, with your ankles, with your back. I mean, especially if you're religious. Are you honoring God? I mean, you can tell yourself all you want. Oh, God loves me no matter what I do. Well, that might be true. But he wouldn't want that for you. If you're the religious type. I'm just trying to speak to all people. So I don't people coming back to me telling I'm being mean. But I think it's mean instead to pretend like it's okay. Lizzo, it's not okay. I watch these people and I am like, you only have one body. If you love yourself, and if you don't love yourself, then do something about it. That means therapy, meditation, whatever it takes. But you have one body. Because even if you lose weight, let's say you stay very heavy for 5-10 years, it's hell getting that skin back. Torn. It's going to be hanging. You don't have this forever to fix it, is what I'm saying. Like, you need to get on top of it as soon as possible. And by the way, fat cells don't go away. They just get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. That's why when you gain weight so quickly back, it's because the cell itself is still there, just waiting for you to feed it. But I get it, it's not easy. Because a lot of it is an addiction, right? We get addicted to things. Anyway, yeah, we have bad habits. We have to change. Change. It's a whole video about that. But change is hard. Very hard. It's not like you can just stop eating, right? You still need to eat. You still have cravings. Cravings. The cravings. The cravings. So obesity is a problem in the world. And, from a money-making endeavor, the insurance companies really don't care. There's two advantages, right? Either you're going to be sick and making the money, or you're going to die and saving the money. They don't really care. Kill yourself, because it's really killing yourself. Just slowly. Maybe deliciously. I don't know. I don't care what anybody says. I think most people don't feel good about themselves when they're so heavy. They cannot really enjoy life as much as they would if they weren't as heavy as they are. And of course, we're talking about people who are very heavy. So if you're 200 pounds and 5 feet, you're too heavy. If you're 200 pounds and 6 feet, well, obviously that's not the same thing, is it? If you're 6 feet and you're 400 pounds, that might be a problem. But if you're Shaquille O'Neal and you're, what is he, 7 feet something, and you're 300 pounds, well, that's probably about right. You got to know what your heavy is. Like the chart says, for my height, I'm 5'5", that I could be 145 pounds. If I'm 130 pounds, it hurts. My knees start to hurt. Things start to hurt. I'm not happy. I'm not comfortable. I can't get in my clothes. By the way, with age, we do get heavier. Indeed. I mean, our metabolism changes. We also should be watching what we're eating because, let's face it, things change. And we can't eat exactly the same way as we get old. 1 meal a day is really all I do. And then some snacks in between. I'm an intermittent eater. One good meal and then like some snacks. Yeah, so obesity is real. People, I'm asking you. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. Be conscientious about what you put in your mouth, how much you put in your mouth, and how that affects your life, your health, your longevity. Filling yourself with food. I'm more concerned about my brown people, to tell you the truth, because we already had a hard enough time in the world. We really did. We really do. Think about it. You have one body. One body. That's it. And one life that you're aware of. And make the best of it. Care about it. Care about it. Care about what you put in your mouth. How much you put in your mouth. I'm not saying don't have a good time. I'm not saying make a thing out of it. Think about how you're going to change your life. Think about it. Because your life is important. And quality of life is important. And there's a lot of disadvantages to being overweight. Cancer is linked to obesity. There's only good thing linked to obesity is if you get stuck in the apocalypse and there's not enough food, you got storage. If you wind up someplace and it's really cold and you have all that padding, you might be warmer. This is not a fat shaming video because, people like to say you're fat shaming. No, I'm saying this is more of a love yourself video. Care about your body. You have one body. treated well. And don't tell yourself, oh, no, what you're saying is that if I'm heavy, I'm not attractive or I'm not beautiful. No, this is not about attractiveness. This is about being healthy. Healthy. You can be attractive and be heavy. That's not the issue. It's just how long are you going to live being very heavy? How healthy are you going to live? A lot of people die of obesity or obesity-related problems. Luther Vandross, his weight was up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Eventually it killed him. He had a stroke and never really recovered. And who else? There was a group, there was a rapper group. There were two fat guys. I think they both died, actually, of a heart attack at a very young age. I should put the list up. I'll put the list up, just out of curiosity. I mean, you'd be amazed at the amount of people who have short lives, talented, beautiful people that just, died when they could have just lost the weight, made a lifestyle change. I'm not saying it's easy. There are a lot of things in life that are not easy, but we have to do them to have a good life. We make necessary effort for the end result. So if you're going to college for 10 years because you want to be a doctor and you become a doctor one day, bravo. So the same with what you're eating. If it takes some time to make that change, in the end, it will be worth it. But I'm concerned about my fellow man. Obesity is real. It's killing people. And it will kill you if you do not love the body you have. If you do not cherish the body you have. Once again, this is not saying being heavy makes you unattractive, but it will kill you. It will kill you. It will kill you. I'm not talking about being thick. But love thyself. Care about it. Care about it. Care about it. It's important. I'm not judging you. I'm caring about you. I'm saying living your life carrying an excessive amount of weight, it's affecting you whether you want to admit it or not. And if you don't feel it now, let's say you're 25, 35, in 10, 20 years, if you live that much longer, it'll be unnecessarily bad. When the healthier your body is, the better life you have. That's all I'm saying. Peace. Like the light went on, she was like, aha. She died of being too fat. She went on a diet, she's thin. And she did it. There you go.